wanted to soar in the sky like an eagle, but also be a monkey man from space with a tail that flies across the universe and also has glowing hair and can destroy humanity in a blink of an eye. No? Well, you're gonna learn today anyway. This video, I'm going to be talking about two things. First is the standard Shatter skate, which you may or may not know already exists, and I'll explain what it is and how to do it because of the entire tutorial of this thing. The second part of this is using Blink. Blink, as you may already know, is on the Arc subclass and not on Revenant, which is exclusive to the Shatter skate. You're going to be combining both of these things, believe it or not, in one jump to create the, as I would dub, Ultra Instinct Shatter skate. So, the example we're going to be using is the tomb ships in King's Fall for the jumping puzzle. Normally, you might already know, hunters cannot make it across this thing in one go on their own with just Shatter skate. Titans can just use line rapids and catapult and get across with a sword. Easy. Warlocks, they have the well skate, plus they have Icarus Dash built in and whatnot. Hunters, they just don't have enough distance. So, I'm going to show you a normal example here of distance with a regular Shatter skate, which is this. So as you see, I go pretty damn far, but clearly nowhere near enough to where I need to go, which is the end. And that's because this is just a Shatter skate and nothing else, so we don't have enough. Additionally, keep in mind that you need to use either triple jump or strafe jump depending on how far you're actually trying to go. For example, what I'm going to be showing you is going to be strafe jump because I need the initial momentum burst going forward instead of trying to get a triple jump off, whereas trying to get to the sides, like these platforms that I'll again show in a little bit here, I end up using triple jump because it just helps me get there better in a different way. So while we're on the subject here, for strafe jump, we're going to be using 100 mobility and stompies as well, just for added agility and initial maximum jump height, all that typical hunter nonsense. And for the sword, obviously we're going to be using Eager's Edge. If you don't know what Eager's Edge is, here you go. Gain increased sword lunge distance immediately after switching to this weapon for an improved duration. So as you saw me skate across off the ship, that's what that was. Now how does Shatter Dive and Eager's Edge work together for the Shatter skate? So basically I'm going to break it down in the way I do it with my buttons and kind of just translate it in your head depending on what, controller scheme you use, whether it's a controller, a keyboard, etc. So the way I do it is I do a switch to my 3 button, which is my heavy weapon. So like from 1 to 3 or from 2 to 3, and then you would see Eager's Edge on the bottom left of my screen for the counter. So right there, that's your initial trigger pull for that. And then when you're doing this, as soon as you switch to your sword and you know your Eager's Edge is active, you want to go ahead and press the jump and then your mid-air class ability button, whatever it may be, almost together at the same time. Maybe like, I don't know, half a second right before you press your class ability. So you want to go like heavy weapon, jump, and then Shatter Dive in quick succession, very quickly in a row, and you get your initial jump off. So I'm going to try to show it slowly here. So I go switch, jump, Shatter Dive. So that's what you're supposed to do, but obviously just, you take off the ground and you go forward like a maniac. And that's the initial button configuration. It takes time to get used to if you've never done it before. It's hard to explain, but it's hard to learn, but once you do, it's not very, the muscle memory gets ingrained into you, basically, and you start getting used to it as you go. I'm not trying to make another DBZ joke here, but it's basically, you know how the Saiyans, they get their ass beat, and then next thing you know, they get stronger after they get their ass beat? It's like this, except you're learning how to skate. You fall on your ass skating because you're doing it wrong, and then you learn, and you learn, and you learn, and you get better at it. So that's the initial Shatter skate. Then comes Blink. Blink is basically going to be in here because we're going to be literally using Blink while already in midair with the Shatter skate and combining the two to get insane long-range distances done in this fashion. So the goal is going to be to get from the starting point of this ship all the way to the end over there, the next ground section, skipping all the ships entirely besides this first one. So here's the clip of that real quick before I explain further. To a puddle on impact. Yeah, I hit the gelatin. Up. Up. W. Clean. It's so clean, they don't even know I'm here. Alright, now that we're back, so I'm going to try to do it in real time and just talk about it while I'm doing it. Again, keep in mind that for what you saw, it's going to be straight jump, not triple jump. And I'm going to try to time it to where the ship is disappearing so I get the maximum amount of distance taken without actually me doing the skate yet. And then I'll try to just, you know, say what I'm doing as I'm doing it, even though it's going to be faster than I can talk. So I'm going to start running here in a second, hopefully not screw this up. So I'm going to go, it's disappearing, shatter skate, jump, switch, switch, jump, jump again. And then I didn't quite make it, but that's the idea right there. The one thing that was missing there was that I didn't blink upwards. So since Destiny 1, for whatever reason, you want to blink up, it just gives you more distance. It's kind of silly when you think about it, but that's the idea. Once you've connected your first jump with the shatter skate, switch to blink, and then you like blink up, and you get more distance that way. And that's the strafe jump method, like straight to the end from the beginning. The other method is going to be using either of these platforms with triple jump to kind of, you know, bridge the gap between it and make it a little easier on you if you're not comfortable with the whole jump like this. So again, jump, look up, and there you go. You make it just like that. Again, once you get used to it, it's not that difficult, or it stops looking super difficult once you learn it. All right, let me go back and show you guys what I mean with the triple jump. Alrighty, so for this one, you want to use triple jump. So the reason you're using triple jump is because while you're not getting that initial burst that you would on strafe, you're actually getting higher elevation to where you need to be. So this is going to be a two-part jump instead of a one-part jump. The ideal goal here is going to be to either get over here or over here. You can choose whichever one you want. This one's a little more tighter because you might need to incorporate doing an actual shatter dive like this when you get close to it, because the momentum might literally crash you into the wall and, well, you die. This one, less so, because it's more controlled. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to go for this one over here. And fuck it up. Be right back. Alright, there we go. Part 1 done. And then I go to strafe. Easy clap. There you go. 2 separate methods to get over. Alright, here we go. Totally first try, first take. Absolutely. We're going to go for it right here. And we're going to go triple jump. Yeet number 1. Yeet number 2. And then shatter dive. And there you go. You've successfully, fairly easily made it once you actually get the skate off. Now from here, if you want to be fancy, you can just shatter skate from here and land on one of the ships that's going to be coming over. It'll be like going from this direction to here, which will then spawn the last ship in this general area that takes you to the end. And again, as long as you get the skate off, pretty easy, straightforward. So I'm just going to wait out this ship showing up here so I can actually give you an idea. I'm going to try one more time. There we are. And bam. And then you get on this ship. And then you're on your way home. So it's still a time save, and it's also super fun to do this way instead of taking the traditional method. And plus, you might be waiting on other people who do not know how to skate, or are warlocks or regular hunters that are not doing this, so you can get here and kind of watch them get to you and beat them in a little mini race. So again, I'm gonna play a clip or 2 clips showing the half method or the double bridge method, whatever, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Other than showing the clip, I hope this tutorial wasn't too confusing, and enjoy your Goku cosplay Ultra Instinct skating in Kingsfall, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It does help the channel, especially if you like this video. Also, stream daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/SneakyBeaver. The link will be in the description. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.